Their homes dot the Chinese Turkestan landscape like something from Tales of the Arabian Nights. Large tent-like structures covered in warm felt. They can protect its nomadic inhabitants from 70-mile-per-hour winds in sub-freezing temperatures. They are a dwindling breed of tribal people who wander the land with their flocks. And their homes, called yurts, reflect this vanishing lifestyle. Local rug dealer Saul Barodofsky and his wife Cynthia Cronin have brought 2 yurts to America and are displaying them at the Bailey Museum. As Barodofsky explains, a yurt is more than a home. It is a portable dwelling, self-contained and complete.
Well, besides obviously being a storage area, because everything you own in the whole world is right there. You'll cook in it, you'll sleep in it. You don't spend a lot of time in the summertime, but in the wintertime when it's bitter, bitter cold, these are wonderfully well insulated. And so you'll spend most of your non-hurting time in the winter inside the yurt. And
Barodofsky says the 2 yurts on display are more opulent than the normally Spartan yurt, but he says some things about the ancient dwellings are still the same.
Primarily the yurts are yurts. They're reeds and wood frames and slats with felt covering, and they're conical, as I said before, in shape. But it's how they're decorated outside and inside that makes a difference tribe to tribe to tribe.
This is the first time ever that yurts have been displayed outside of China, and Barodofsky says the response has been tremendous. He says people are not only interested in the textiles and artworks in the yurts, but are also fascinated with the magic and dream quality contained within them. Julia Platt, Dateline News.
In June of 1984, Cynthia Cronin and Saul Barodofsky of the Sunbow Trading Company of Charlottesville, Virginia, were officially invited by the Chinese government to visit Xinjiang province in Chinese Turkestan. They thus became the first rug dealers to see the fabled city of Kashgar in 100 years and secured 2 original and completely furnished handcrafted yurts plus an additional collection of oasis carpets from the region. What you are about to see is the result of their visit. This exhibition was held at the Bailey Art Museum in the University of Virginia from the 26th of May through the 11th of July, 1985. It received enthusiastic reviews and record attendance. Amongst the peoples of Chinese Turkestan are nomadic herders who still follow the old tried and true ways of their forebearers, following their flocks of sheep from oasis to oasis. We shall now view the dwellings of 2 of these peoples, the Kazakhs and the Kyrgyz. Their dwellings are called yurts and are designed to offer shelter from both wind and storm, snow and bitter cold. Large hand-felted wool sheets are strapped over a conical shape of pre-cut and shaped wooden poles and lattice screens. All the assembled parts are held together by tent bands and ropes. The Kazakh women we discussed this with claimed that they could put their yurt up in under 3 hours and have it taken down and packed away for transport in 45 minutes. All the wooden interiors, including the doors, break apart into small portable pieces. A normal yurt is between 2 and 3 horse loads. The Kazakh yurt is 4 horse loads, while the Kyrgyz Khan's yurt is closer to 6 horse loads. The assembled dimensions of the Kazakh yurt are 47 feet in circumference, 15 feet in diameter, and 8 feet high. It has 140 separate pieces. 64 are structural and include reed screens, felts, wooden poles, tent bands, wooden door and frame, wooden lattice wall surrounds, and felt and velvet door covers. 76 pieces are decorative and utilitarian. These include cooking pots and braziers, felt rugs, beds, and hanging tapestries, clothing, jewelry, a baby cradle, hat and coat racks, plus decorative purses and belts and hanging good luck pieces. The Kyrgyz yurt was called a Khan's yurt. It slept a great number of people, having 20 coverlets for sleeping. Its interior decoration was generally older and more opulent than the Kazak yurt. The assembled dimensions of the Kyrgyz yurt is 55 feet in circumference, 16 feet in diameter, and 13 feet high. It has 132 pieces in the exterior and 101 pieces in the interior, 233 separate pieces in total. The exterior pieces include felt coverings, tent bands, reed outer surrounds, top wooden window, wooden roof ribs, wooden lattice framework, and painted wooden door with frame. The inner pieces include felt rugs, 20 embroidered silk velvet coverlets, pillows, embroidered wall hangings, inner reed screens, cooking and eating utensils, saddles and saddle blankets, and numerous small bags and clothing. Both yurts are in excellent condition with all original and clean museum quality components. Both yurts are complete. One can literally move in and live quite comfortably by local standards. It should be mentioned that of all the yurts we saw in Xinjiang, none were as opulent nor as well furnished, and especially not as clean as these two examples. This exhibition was made possible through a grant by the Sunbow Trading Company of Charlottesville, Virginia.
O illahime her kimge sal diye bir sevda O cahan bazarida yeytmen min gavga